Hi, my name's Rob. Welcome to my channel, Our Amazing Woodwork. In our videos we'll try and share with you tips and tricks of new things that we learn along the way on anything to do with woodwork. Follow along with us. We upload videos on Fridays twice a month.
This is a bit of wood I got with Lawson last year at Hayling Island. So what I'm going to try and do is see if I can cut a piece off there, because it's got a nice sweep to it, and then carve the bottom bit into a spoon. So I've cut that off. So now I'm going to trim these bits up. So they're not in the way, and then we'll strip the bark off. So I've taken all the bits off, all the old bits of branch, and I'm going to try and strip the bark off. And to do that, I'm going to use this draw knife, which I bought. I don't know if you can see that. Bought it some time ago for £15. So once I'd finished taking the bark off, then I decided to cut the basic shape out with my old band saw. That was because it's the quickest way of doing it, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Also, I don't have an axe to cut it out with. Toying with the idea of getting one, but I don't have the skills, and scraping my fingers will be okay. And actually, part of that piece of wood that I cut out is going to use this morning for the matches as well. So after I cut it out, I started hollowing out the spoon. This was quite hard because of the shape of the wood. I wanted to try and keep the shape of the branch piece of it at the bottom, so that it had that hollow, proper hollow, sort of closed over top feel. But it made it awkward to do. Plus it was quite dry as well, the wood, so it didn't carve as easily as it would if it was green wood. So this is as far as I got with this, just using those tools and my bandsaw. I was quite pleased with the shape. I thought it was quite unusual, and I wanted to try and keep the shape of that branch at the bottom. But then because of time pressures and we went away on holiday, I left it there. But then whilst we were away, it was Father's Day, and we visited this really pretty little village on the edge of Dartmoor called Ashburton, and in there I saw this knife, and my wife and my son said they would get it for me for Father's Day, and it was made by Dartmoor Greenwood Handles, who you can follow on Instagram. So this is the first time I've ever used a knife to carve anything like this or to shape anything like this, so it was quite a new experience for me. It does keep a very good edge, and I'm really happy with it, and I've done one more since then, and I'm sure you'll see a few more I'm sure you'll see me using it a few more times.
unusual shape, I'll give you that. And I also put a slight hollow on the end, so if you wanted to, you could use it like that as well. So what I like about it is it's very tactile. I started sanding it down, and I don't know if you can see that. So those bits there are where the knife cuts are, and when I started sanding it, I had this sort of argument in my head about whether I like the look of them or whether I should leave them in or sand them out completely. And you can see them there. Sometimes I quite like them. There's a few knots in it, so there's a knot there, and there's one there, and there's one there, but they're okay. I quite like it. It's a quirky shape, so I'm going to carry on sanding it, and then I'm going to oil it, and we'll see what the finished product looks like. So I'm just on the last bit of sandpaper now. This is 400 grit, so I think it's come up quite nice. I'm going to oil it afterwards. I didn't show you the whole sanding process, because once you've seen one piece of sandpaper being rubbed over it, then it's pretty much the same as the rest, so it gets pretty boring otherwise. But especially, I don't know if you can see that, the end grain has come up quite nice, and some of the little knot features have come up quite nice, so I'm quite pleased with that. Not bad for a bit of old stick. So I'm going to finish sanding this up, and then we'll oil it and we'll go from there. I'll show you that. So I'm using this today to oil this. It's called cutting board oil. It's basically food grade mineral oil now, but it does give a nice finish, which is why I'm quite happy to use it. Takes a few coats, but it does bring out the grain in it nicely, as you can see, hopefully.